I'm not a cat.
We're recording.
Yeah, we were. Hey, everybody.
I love it. I'm not a cat.
Welcome to Hot Life Tonight. I'm Kelly, and that's Todd Fedishin. I'm Kelly Michael, and that's Todd Fedishin right there. It's his birthday, everybody.
Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Oh, there's the cat. There he is. Hey, we got an exciting show for everybody tonight. Can't wait. We got Tim McCall coming in. Love his stuff from Lehigh Valley Screen Park and Recomposed Designs. Going to be a killer interview. Real excited to talk with him. Just another haunter, a vendor. Going to talk a little bit about the trade show and just kind of get into it. So, yeah, Kelly, I'm excited. Another month. I can't wait to get back out on the mountain soon, but having fun getting ready for it.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Are we doing some breaking news?
Let's get into some news then.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
And we're back. It's February. That's right. The middle of the winter. But we're still at work here on the Halloween front. Myself and the rest of the
sector right now.
Yeah, you are.
Sector's open in the middle of February.
Yeah, how'd you get that snow out of there?
Yeah, well, Joe. I called Joe.
So myself and the rest of the Reaper's Revenge crew are, and Todd included, are working on amazing things for the 2021 season. Not only do we have plans to enhance your hayride experience, your Sector 13 experience, if all goes well, your Sector 13 experience will be back in order without a doubt. Other than that, fancy things coming around. I'm not going to tell you much more because we like surprises. Todd, what do you got?
I'm not one bit worried about Sector this year, gang. Obviously, with things with COVID, the only 50-50 thing right now is Pitch Black. But I really feel like Pitch Black could be back too. We're working on that, and I'm excited.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like at this point in the year, I'm just speaking from the owner's aspect. The four of us have been together weekly. We're religiously meeting weekly. We just had our creative meeting the other night with all you guys. So the supervisors were all pulled in. You supervisors have been banding together. I mean, honestly, I feel like with this Zoom thing and everything we've been doing, we're getting a lot more accomplished before we get on the mountain. And then I'm excited, like you and I have already been planning on a lot of scene updates from the beginning of the hayride through the hayride. We got a lot. I'm not going to say what they are, but we got a lot of stuff going on. I got to get back to my zombie self. So I'm excited about all that, but I'm really excited because you and I have a plan this year, Kelly, where we're getting back to the things that we love doing, like when they just turn us loose on the scene. I know I always say it, but it was the first scene that you and I ever got to do without anybody messing with us was Chainsaw. We just got to go there and do it, and we're getting back to those things where my partners are like, yeah, go have fun, make the haunt look cool, do it. So it's nice.
Not only is it just fun, it's a lot of work, but in the tail end, it makes everybody scream, and that's what I really care about, and that's my bottom line.
Yeah. You know what also makes people scream?
What's that?
Joe Exotic.
Oh yeah.
Joe Exotic. That's all I got.
Also, breaking news next week. If everything goes well, I will have Snap filters. We'll be right there.
But listen,
coming in next, we have an interview.
I want to tell you, it's been a tough thing. I can tell you that Pennsylvania definitely voted for me. They voted for me. Okay, that's all I got.
Interview time.
I can't believe I got my Snap filters back on. I kept them off for so long. I'm so silly with them. Yes, interview. Let's get to Tim McCall.
It's time to get back to some wackiness. I'm all right with that.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Hot Life Tonight. We have a very special guest with us tonight. That's Tim McCall from Recomposed Designs right down there in the Lehigh Valley area. I want to give a big shout out to everything he's done throughout his entire career. It's noticeable, and it's just getting better. Hi, Tim. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great, man. I love how I pointed to Tim like, subscribe to him. He's right there. Just subscribe.
Yeah.
Mash that button, man. Hey, good to have you on the show, brother. So, Kelly, let's jump right into it. I'm excited about today's interview, and you got some great questions to ask, and I just love seeing the stuff in your background there already. So let's get to it.
Tim, before we got into the whole interview, you told us it's really bright because he's in his shop, everybody, just so he can see every detail of what he's doing, just so you're all aware. we're gonna preface the whole interview by saying that.
Sorry about that.
You're good. So who are you involved with currently, and tell us more about your own company, Recomposed Designs.
So I still am a haunter. Like I don't just do the vending side. Like that'll never leave me, I don't think, to the dismay of my wife. But I currently work for the Lehigh Valley Screen Park. It's a newer show. I've been involved with it going on my second year. It's local to me. It's really cool. We're doing a lot of cool, innovative things. Trying not to let COVID get too involved with the process and trying to push forward, but it's been fun. I mean, it's gonna the three attractions we have right now are gonna really turn some head this year when we actually get to open.
Okay, and how long is
piggybacking off of that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kel. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask how long the Screen Park. Just give us the background on it.
So it started 6 years ago. And it just started as a zombie paintball hayride. That's it. And as time went on, and we know how fads in this industry come and go. And paintball was on the downswing, and they wanted to keep going with the haunt. So they added a haunted house and like a haunted walkthrough, and it's morphed over these last 6 years into what it is now, with 2 high quality haunted attractions, indoor, walkthroughs, and 1 large hayride.
Nice. Wow. Up and coming, watch them. There's not a lot of competition in that area.
Yeah, it's Dorney Park, and that's it.
Yeah, adjacent. We're aware.
Yeah.
So prior to that, I know you have family ties with the Field of Screams as well.
Yep. I was like one of their FX managers there. I designed over the 2 years I was there, designed and built over 80 costumes for them, redid entire scenes costume wise for them. And yeah, I enjoyed my time there. It's a really, really well run show. Obviously you guys have been there, behind the scenes with the legendary haunt tour and everything. A lot goes into that. And it was really cool to experience that from the, behind the scenes for 2 seasons.
Nice.
Yeah, they're a class act there. I can't say enough nice things about them. Actually, was doing some back and forth with Jim earlier today. We're a member of the 13 Haunts with them, and it's just a great group and great networking. I'm so proud of everything that's coming out of Pennsylvania as far as haunts go. So,
yeah. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit with the questions. How did you get started in the haunt industry? What did it?
Oh man. Well, I mean, going way back, and something that I didn't really put 2 and 2 together, but my family, like my mother's side of the family, ran a church haunted house. Go figure. And I was definitely afraid of it. Like I wouldn't go near it. It was just something that I wanted no part of. And flash forward to now, and I'm a haunter, but like it didn't really click that it was like in my blood to do till about 2004, when I was still in high school. And I went to these things more and more, and I put one on at a friend's house, and then I was like, I really want to do this. And I wrote an email to a place that I wound up working for almost 10 years and said, hey, I will swim in water, I will jump from trees, I do not care, I just went to your hayride, I really want a job here. Never heard back from them.
Did you say something about swimming in water?
Yeah, I didn't care.
Like, he did in October in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I didn't care. Yeah, that's a good filter for that. I didn't care. Like I was hooked. Like the first good hayride I went to was at the Valley of Fear, which the first year that I applied, I didn't get a call back. And then I wound up working for a very, very small show. 12,000 square foot grain barn at an orchard. And the very next year, I became
Devil's Folly. Devil's
no,
Folly.
it's actually called Festival of Fears in Marsville. It was
Okay.
like a nomadic show. It went from Sinking Spring to there to all over the Pennsylvania,
Yep.
really. And I landed there for a season. Then I started at Valley of Fear, and that's kind of where it took off. Like, that's where it skyrocketed. That's where I got my first taste in management. That's where I got my first taste in costume design for a haunt. I've always made my own costumes, but that place really was the springboard for where I am 17 years later.
Wow.
Nice. All right. So here's the really important questions: Pots or Yakos?
Oh man. I'm more of a Pots guy because
Yeah,
it's closer to my house. There's just a little, on the side of 309, there's like a little shed that they sell hot dogs out of. That's it. I mean, but
this is regional hot dog action right here. We just wanted to know what people thought.
yeah,
I'm from that neighborhood. I always, that's the question. So, tell us more about Recomposed Designs real quick. What are you up to? I know about the gloves, and you just told us about the spandex. Tell us more. What's going on?
Yeah, don't spare no details, man. Jump in.
Yeah. So it's every year there's a different evolution to what we do. Like, I don't like to be cookie cutter. Like, I never did. I like to pick a theme and stick to it. I expand my Asylum line every year. I expand my Backwoods line every year. I like to do stuff that you're not going to see. Like, we don't really get into clowns just because I feel a lot of companies do it and do it well. And I want my own niche. Right now, we're doing a lot of robe characters. I just released a costume called Gordo. He's like a pumpkin patch guardian type guy. I got some more new stuff coming out that will be released here soon. We're scaling back a little bit because of COVID, because you kind of have to, you can't go as much as I want to, release 18 new characters and put them on the show floor. Can't do that because we don't know where everything's going. But yeah, every year we push forward. And like Kelly said, I'm really trying to focus this year on what actors can use to cut down not only, time of getting ready, but makeup time too, with the sleeves and the gloves. And we're designing them to be, trying to be bulletproof, like no thin latex. They're all backed with different mixed mediums, so they're built like tanks, just like my masks. And I'm really integrating the way I build masks into the way I build these gloves and sleeves now. With they're fabricated, they're not poured from a mold.
Nice. That's a good segue. Real quick, knowing how actors act, you obviously act. There's a 3-part question. It always is. Do you act as much as you'd like to still? Let's start with that.
So simply, I'm going to say no. We all know as haunt managers that as much as we want to get in there and be in the trenches, that radio doesn't hold up for anybody. And once it goes off, you're going all over the park just to put fires out. So, that I would like to, I say all that to say this. No, I don't. And I'd like to do it more. And even at 35 years old, like I still love getting in the old plumber costume and, creeping people out.
So on the same token, when you are out there, like given the time to, do you dress up, whether or not it's full on going into a scare spot? Are you dressed up to go out there and fix problems?
So sometimes I will. Like, I look at it this way. Like, when you're managing these kids, how can you tell them to do something that they can't see you do yourself? So sometimes you have to find a corner of a haunt and just rock out with them for a night just to show, hey, I'm not telling you guys to do this. I'm going to do it with you. So yes, I feel like if I'm just putting on a piece of my costume and a mask just to get a drop down panel or a dark corner, I'll do that. But what my passion is, what I love to do, my character Glutton, who's it's called the Putrid Plumber, full costume. I love to be out in the queue lines and just entertain that way. While they're the monotony of the how long they're waiting in line. I like to be the one out there entertaining.
Nice. It was a 3-part question, but I gave you 2 parts because you answered everything I needed.
Well, and I tell you, I love the fact that you said, Tim, lead by example. Don't ever ask anybody to do anything you wouldn't do. And I mean, that's what I've tried to do throughout my entire career in this industry is always lead by example and get in there and get your hands dirty, man. So I could have said it better than you did.
It's impossible to ask these. I mean, you got to think about the backgrounds these kids come from, and you're standing in front of them and asking them to, earn their paycheck, but you're also playing mom and dad and caretaker and therapist. So if they see you out there with them, they're going to respond so much better. So that's why I make it a point once a weekend or like as much as I can just to get out there and say, hey man, I'm with you and I'm here and let's just do it together.
Right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
answer.
I often try to start, obviously our show covers a tremendous amount of ground, but I try to start the evening every night by just taking a ride through and, and just giving a little bit of, hey, I'm here, have a kick-ass show, man. I'm excited, and trying to say something, just being positive, and those are just the little things I think if you actually show that you care and not just say it, but you actually lead by example and get out there and say, hey, let's do this. We're going to have a great night. Come on. And, and show that you care. It goes miles. So yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Absolutely. All right. Here's the last question I got. This just came in from our On the Field correspondent. That's Jennifer Marino in the field. She just had a question. What is the most challenging costume request from a customer and or boss you've ever had?
Oh, Christ. Well, I have a customer over in England that hits me up every season. And technically for me, it was harder because it was just, I had to do it from scratch and I'll get into what it was. But if you think about the haunt scene in the UK, they're still doing the movie stuff. So they wanted like a full-blown mummy. So I sewed over 286 pieces of 6-inch cotton shredded fabric together to make a full-blown mummy costume, mask, gloves, everything. So I recently did that. That literally took me probably from start to finish, probably a week and a half. Something that I put myself into. My executioner costume is very technical and very, very hard to do. And it has like 11 different layers to it, but those two are probably one I did to myself. The other one I had my customer from overseas ask me to do. And it definitely tested I'm not a seamstress, and I'll be the first one to tell you that. I know enough to be dangerous behind a sewing machine, but I'll never turn down an order because I have to learn in order for my business to grow. So, I mean, yeah, that mummy really, really tested the limits, and I still have scraps sitting everywhere from making that thing.
I love it.
Nice.
That is
awesome.
Great.
And I'm just summing up what you said before, like coming from someone who is an actor to being a costume designer and knowing exactly what it's going to take for you to make a product to put out there that is not going to get shredded in a season.
Yeah. So basically you have to learn how to distress and not destroy. So there's a very stark difference between that. And everybody who wants to make their own costumes and they're tearing at these, and I make some stuff from scratch. Sometimes I get requested to alter existing clothing, which, hey, I'd rather shred a t-shirt for a zombie instead of make one because it's going to cost less money to do that. But you have to stay away from the seams. You have to know what you're doing, and cutting straight lines with scissors is just not distressing. And, I design stuff where it can be used in press kits and then layered down at night to be put in a scene in a hayride or in a haunted house. So it's all about, knowing the environment you're going to haunt in. We're in Pennsylvania. We get all 4 seasons pretty much during one haunt season. So it has to be warm, and it also has to be layered down enough to where they're not sweating through everything.
Very nice.
Yeah. Great answer. And I was working last night on our 2021 press kit already, trying to finish that up for Reapers. And, I tell you, man, you guys that really give us Kelly's wife, Jen, heads up our costume department. My hat's off to you guys that dress everybody and the makeup teams that make everybody look great. I mean, we're nothing without you guys. It's one thing to build incredible sets like you see behind us, the Haunt Life Tonight studio. It's very hard to build this stuff, but we're nothing. We can give you guys the stage, but if you guys don't deliver, it's an empty stage. So my hat's off to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Hats
costuming from Haunter to costuming is a kind of a natural progression because you know what works, you know what feels good, you know. I came up, when I'm talking to these guys, you look good, you feel good, you haunt great. So if you give them something they're proud to wear, I mean, that gives them that extra, oomph where they don't have to drink 6 Monsters. It's just that costume that gets them amped up to be in their spot.
Yeah, good point. Well, I'll tell you, I mean, Tim, you nailed it. I got what I needed tonight. I want to give a plug quick though before we go. Kelly, if you have anything else, jump in.
I just wanted to say thanks, Tim, for coming out. I have a successful 2021 season. I hope everything works out for all of us, and I hope the show happens and we get out there on the floor and you can peddle your wares, man.
Yeah. So if I can just add one thing to that, everyone who's watching this, everybody who subscribes to this, support your vendors. I'm not just saying it for my benefit. We don't make millions of dollars doing this, and not having a Trans World last year or this year, it's hurting even the biggest of guys. So if it's a mask or it's a trinket or it's something, something that doesn't cost a lot of money, everything counts right now. And we're counting on the industry to help us. And, the only way we can do that as vendors to help you guys is to buy that ticket in September and October to support these haunts. It is a haunt family, so we have to do our due diligence. We have to do whatever we can in the industry to keep us surviving and alive because we need it now more than ever with this COVID stuff not going away. So on behalf of all vendors and all haunters, please just go and support whatever you can in the industry.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Couldn't have said that better, man. I mean, we got through 2020 and we had an all right year. I mean, our crowds came out and they social distance, but we were able to accomplish what we needed to do to survive. And the first thing we did as owners was we sat down and we said, okay, what are we going to do? We got a little cash here. We got through the year. We didn't know if we were even going to have a year. And I'll tell you, we purchased right away. We went to our vendors and we started buying for 2021. And I couldn't agree more because I'm also a vendor at Trans World, and it was a tough year. The sales just aren't there, and we've all got to band together. We were on a board call the other day with HAA for Haunted Attraction Association. We need to be preparing for our auction for Trans World, but you know what? We don't really want to go to vendors right now and say, hey, can you give us a donation? We feel bad about even saying that. And we're trying to find ways that we can support the vendors right now, put things out to our core group and say, hey, guys, support. So, without a doubt, support, because we make the industry strong.
Everything it helps right now. And, it's like I said, it's whether it's from me, a mask, or, even like a distressed t-shirt, I don't care. I'll do it with a smile on my face just because I love to do this and I just want to keep going. And I don't want this virus to stop me, you, or anybody. I just want to keep going in the haunt industry because I could have did a lot of things, but this is what we all chose to do with our life. And I want to keep it going.
Right. Well, yep. I'm committing right now. Kelly, I want Jen to work with Tim. I want a costume purchase. I love what you stand for, bro, and I want something purchased from you right now. We're not only going to talk the talk, we're going to walk it, and we're going to lead by example, and we're going to purchase from a vendor right here that came on the show tonight. We're going to buy something right away. So
whatever you guys need, man, I'm here, I'm close, I'm local, and not only that, you're supporting Pennsylvania small businesses. So
that's what we got to do. Yeah. We got to keep the Pennsylvania tough. Now, Tim, I want to give you a last plug, website for the Screen Park and Recomposed Design. Hit me with it.
So that's LehighValleyScreenPark.com. It's on Facebook and Instagram. And I am also on everything, RecomposedDesigns.com, Facebook, Instagram. I post every day. I try to stay relevant. And like I said, I ain't going nowhere. So this you're going to see more from me.
Excellent. Well, I sure hope so.
Very nice.
I sure hope so, man. Well, thanks. I can't thank you enough for coming on the show tonight. It was awesome talking with you, brother, and look forward to doing work with you.
All right, man. It was fun. I really appreciate this, guys.
All right. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you in the spring, hopefully, and definitely in the fall.
Yeah, man. No problem. Thank you.
Well, I'm recording, but hold on for 1 second. I got to change my virtual background because I can't just stay there. I got to go somewhere on the hayride. All right. I'm ready.
Coming to you live. I am not a cat.
That
was terrible.
That was the feline in the field correspondent.
Yeah.
Feline in the field.
What a wonderful show we had tonight. Tim McCall, a wonderful costume designer from the Lehigh Valley Screen Park, has been in the industry since 2016 as Recomposed Designs, bringing you some amazing costume options. Check him out. Online sales, I'm sure at this point are truly appreciated. You heard him say it. Yep. Support your local vendors, local or not, and let's get some of this stuff out there. That's
yeah. I can't say enough about supporting the vendors, and I'm excited. What did we buy? A bride with a veil or something? What did we just buy, Jen?
We got the. What do we get? What's she called?
I already forget what it's called, but it's a bride veil.
It's a bride veil type mask. It's evil looking. It's got a little bit of grind to it. I like that.
I was excited,
it's spooky,
though.
scary.
I mean, you know, Tim was actually just advocating for all the different people in the industry and all the other vendors that we've all struggled. Everybody struggled this past year, and you know what? It's been a tough year, and he was advocating for everybody, just saying, "Hey, support them all." And that's why I felt like right away, I don't care. Let's buy something from him. And we did before the interview got even done. He's sending the invoice now, and I'm excited. So, all right, let's keep supporting everybody in our industry so we can keep Halloween around. It ain't going nowhere, but let's save Halloween, right? Isn't that how we started this show?
That's right. No, hey, always save Halloween. You don't want them telling us not to go trick or treat.
What was our original catchphrase?
Stay at home, eat your greens, save Halloween. No, that wasn't it.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with eat your greens. It might have said stay at home, eat your children, save Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was on the phone the other day with Rebecca and a friend of ours from out at Exit 13, and she was saying something about she was eating a salad and holding a baby. And I said, I want to eat a baby. She's like, you're silly. All right. So anyways, I just thought I thought it was funny because you said both of those things together without even knowing that story. Yeah. So, all right. Hey, we'll see everybody a month from now on the second Friday of March. Thanks for tuning in to Haunt Life tonight. Kelly will have his filters back, and we're going to be great.
That's right. We'll see you next time. Haunt Life tonight. Subscribe on our YouTube.
Joe Exotic out.
Peace.
Yeah, give us a subscribe. Right down there. Tiger style.
Down there.
Down there. All right, later.
You still here? It's over. Go home. Go. And get off my lawn.